You'll be just fine.
Well,
so we're live.
We are live.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
So
I would like it if we had some folks come in here and let us read for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So this is your first collab on your channel then?
Yes. Right? Yes.
That's exciting.
I know. I'm a little bit concerned because it's the volume of people is just, I got that notification. Swear to God, I got that notification.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but that's okay.
Well, that's good. That's a good sign because it wasn't working before. So.
No, I don't know that it will again, but I'm gonna sure try. Okay, what do I want to do? Oh, I messed up, and I had to keep. Now I made a mess trying to do. I forgot to put the time on it. Then I forgot to put that it was on YouTube, and I mean all this stuff. So I kept going back and doing another one and doing another one, and I just bombed the whole place. So I said, "Oh well."
Well, that's okay.
Anyway, I don't know. Exactly what to do.
So I made cider out of a whole bushel of apples today, Stacy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was 2 milk crates full of friggin' apples. Yeah, I'm about tired of apples, I gotta say. And yesterday I had probably, oh gosh, I don't know how many of them, maybe a half a bushel of Korean pears.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're.
What did you do with them?
So I peeled them and cored them, and then I boiled them down with some sugar and some flour to make a like a tart filling. And so I'm going to make some hand pies and small tarts out of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would like to just have a pear, period.
Yeah?
Yes. Because I love pears. I think they may be my favorite fruit.
Yeah?
Well, avocado's a fruit, isn't it?
I don't know. It might be, yeah.
Is it a fruit? I think that's something to Google. If avocados are a fruit, that's my favorite. But for a real fruit, is pears, I think.
Well, if you like pears, you would like the Korean pear because it's somewhat of a smoother consistency and less grainy than your typical American pears.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty darn good. So
where'd you get them?
I have a friend who grows them. He has some trees, and so he just gives them to me. I have 2 friends who have apple trees. I've got, let's see, my friend down south has probably given me a bushel and a half of summer Rambo, and then I'm not sure what these are, but this is a whole bushel of whatever these are. And I'll tell you what, I got fruit coming out of my ears. I'm fruity.
Oh, I would so love that.
Yeah.
And peaches, we're not far from Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they bring peaches up, don't they? He says they grow up here too.
Mm.
And it's not the same as a Georgia peach, but no, just kidding. I like peaches. My favorite cobbler. Now, I like cobblers. Oh, we've got somebody here. And Hearts Love Joe. Hey, liked and subscribed. So Hearts Love Joe. Joe gets a 1-card pull. So, oh, Jackson, it's Jackson. Happy I drew a drawing of him and his feelings towards me. Oh, is Jackson happy I drew a drawing of him and his feelings towards me?
Well, it kind of depends on the drawing.
Mm. What kind of drawing was it, Joe?
You got to put some big old muscles on the stick figure, Hearts Love.
Well, how about if
you want to lead the parade?
I'll pull a Works Your Light. No.
Okay.
Wisdom of the Hidden Realm.
Ooh, nice.
A self-portrait. Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
So, we are asking for Hearts Love Joe if Jackson's happy about the drawing. Okay, let's just ask what his feelings are. Y'all been so busy with my grandson, haven't had time to get on. Oh, hey, sunshiny day.
Hey, sunshiny day. How are you?
I was wondering what the heck was. Okay, so the deal is I'm going to draw a card. What are his feelings towards you? This may not be the deck, but we'll see. His feelings for you. What are his feelings for you? Well, it says, let's see, that you need to be the patience, the resting tree. You need to be patient. Hey, Mimi, how are you? You need to be patient and you need to just be still with it. He'll come to you when it's time for him to come to you. She's laying down in a cave with her knees pulled up to her and a couple of candles burning. And she seems upset, so I'm assuming you're kind of upset with not having heard from him. Yes, I would say wait to hear back from him, because this is all about you being patient. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did that help at all? Okay. Mamie, how are you? I haven't seen you around in a long time.
Well, that was awesome. I like that card. I like the stillness aspect of that card.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom of the okay. It's I was going to say a Baron
Like
Reed.
Baron Reed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She makes
Good.
great oracles. I've got a couple of hers. I've got that one.
Yeah, I got that one.
And the one you gave me was the Sacred Creators. I think was the name of that.
No, that's not Colette Baron Reed. Did I give you the Wisdom of the Oracle, maybe?
I think it was called the Sacred Creators.
Yeah, but Sacred Creators is by Chris Ann.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, what we're doing here, you guys, for those of you who are here, if you haven't liked and subscribed, you can do that, and we'll give you a one-card pull, one-card reading, and if you're already a subscriber, sorry, but oh yeah, I have that too, Sunshiny Day. Our donations are $7.77, and that means you get a reading from midnight and from me. So there you have it. I think you can't beat that.
Even your phone agrees.
Yeah. Oops. Ooh, and I've got 2 new spreads that
Do you?
I might cheat with for past life regressions.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
And I thought I would do a past life regression if somebody wanted one.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're pretty cool.
Yeah. I have not had one of those. I just learned a new spread earlier today.
Which is?
Well, you ready for it?
Yes. You know, I actually do that sometimes and put my hand over it, and when my hand gets warm, I'll pick a card from there. And yeah.
Another friend of mine does that too. In fact, that's the way she picks all her cards. She'll pick them right out of that spread like that. But yep, this is a new deck. So this deck is Terra Marseille, but it is a 1930s Grimmed reprint.
Awesome.
And so it fell out of favor World War II era, and it was kind of forgotten about a little bit. And so the printer decided to print his own, and he was hoping that maybe they'd be treated a little bit better now than they were back then.
Small, or your hand's just that big?
Oh yeah, my hands are just that big.
No, okay.
I just got some big old monkey paws. But really interesting colors. Not
very pretty.
Not super bright. More of like almost like a country blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then the red is a little bit muted as well. It looks a little bit brighter actually in the.
They're subdued.
They're a little subdued. And
which is one of the reasons that I'm such a fan of the Sacred
oh
Rose,
yeah,
is
Sacred
because
Road.
the colors are so, I mean, the Nine of Wands. What? Wrong way.
Oh yeah,
That is a beautiful card.
yeah.
Oh, and this one, the Seven of Wands. It speaks volumes. Crap. It speaks volumes, but the colors on it are just
Oh yeah,
magnificent.
yeah. I like the
So,
use of the white and the negative space that the artist used there.
yes, me too.
It
Me
reminds me
too.
a lot of comic book art in a lot of ways, like old school, you
Yeah,
know. So like Jim Lee style.
yes.
Yeah, definitely cool.
So, who wants a reading?
So I was thinking we could play a game.
Okay.
So we could play a game and give away a free reading, like what we do for our donation questions. And Jazz Winder, hello.
Is a new subscriber.
And she gets a reading, doesn't she?
Yes.
So we could have them pick a number between 1 and 21.
Is Sunshiny Day back?
I'm not sure. She said she'll be right back, so she might be just a minute here. And
Okay.
yeah, so the closest person to the number you're thinking of, and you can only guess once, the closest number wins.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that probably we ought to do a one card pull.
Oh yeah.
Jazz Winder, and then play the game.
Ooh yeah. Sounds good.
So
Sounds good. So I guess I'm up on the deck.
You are up, buddy.
I'm at bat. What does Johan currently think of me as? Okay, so are you in the friend zone? Let's find out. Okay. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is swiftness. So, I would expect that things are swiftly going to change. If you are in the friend zone, it's going to change pretty quickly. With the 8 of Wands, this is one of those cards that comes right before, the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is a really good card, in my opinion. The 9 of Wands is in Thoth, it's considered strength. And unlike strength in the major arcana, this strength is more like a sustained long-term type of situation. So the fact that this is coming before that tells me that you're at the beginning stages with Johan, and certainly this will change quickly. And you're looking more towards a long-term relationship with Johan. So friend right now, probably not going to be pretty soon, especially if you guys keep hanging out and talking a lot, which I suspect you are. So look forward to that. That's a pretty good sign.
Now, I believe we don't have enough to play a game.
We may not. How many people do we have in the house?
One.
There's one. So let's see. Hearts Love and Sunshiny and Mimi had to bounce for a second.
Apparently. I knew this woman a long time ago. And instead of apparently, she always said comparently. And instead of pneumonia, she said ammonia. So it's become kind of a habit for me to say
To say ammonia?
No, to say comparently.
Comparently.
Instead of apparently. Apparently they left. Apparently they left. And I know that sometimes people think she really does not know her English. Just wonder, you got your mini reading, which was the one card pull, but you are welcome to get both of us. We'll do a continuous kind of reading for you for just $7.77, and you can go to Cash App or Venmo or PayPal, and any one of those you want to go to, just let me know and I will look it up and tell you which one it is. Would you like to do that? Any advice, if anything? Any advice about?
Well, right off the top of my head, Jaswinder, if you haven't seen this person since November of 2020 and you're wanting to kind of transition from the friend zone to a romantic relationship, you're not headed down the right path if, if that's what you're after. You know, the Eight of Wands is kind of like a reach out and kind of touch them kind of card. You know, it's like if they live far away, you go see them. You communicate with them. You go have interactions with them. That's why I would expect that you were doing that, especially if you're trying to, you know, if you're hoping that this person sees you as a romantic interest. You kind of got to do something.
Okay,
there.
let me say something. He's busy. Listen, you know what busy actually means? It means that other things are more important to you than you are. And no offense, and not to hurt your feelings, but busy is just bullshit wrapped in a nice little bow.
That is so true.
If you aren't important enough to him for him to make time for you, he is not your fella. And that may be hard to hear, but he said he was sorry about what? About being busy? But you haven't seen him since November of 2020. That's almost a year ago, sweetheart. I think you're giving him too much credit. But you do what you need to do. I mean, this is just how, yeah, you know, I know Midnight works a lot of hours.
Yeah,
and
he works.
I know
10 hours a day.
He works 10 hours a day and school.
I remember my first part-time job. Yep.
Listen, I have literally worked, the longest I ever worked straight through was 42 hours. Straight through. No sleep, no nada.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
And I mean to tell you, I was delirious.
Oh, yeah. After about the 32, 36 hour mark, it's like talking to a crazy person, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, I
You
was
get slap
fun
happy?
things, you know.
I get slap happy when I get
Me
that out.
too.
It's like, what is wrong with you, man? Have you been drinking? Well, not yet.
But you should see me when I do.
Oh yeah, especially when the tequila comes out.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, Jazz Winter. Yeah, it's just it's kind of a bit of a truth sandwich, and we tend to make allowances for people that we want to be in our lives when they may not make allowances for us. And so it can be a tough thing to hear that sometimes. But I would say if you're not seeing him, if you haven't talked to him since November of 2020, then I would ask first, what are you waiting on? And second, if he's saying, "Oh, I'm just so busy, Jaswinder, I just don't have any time," then I would fly the bullshit flag. I'd raise that thing way up high, because that is absolute horseshit.
And that
talk
is
on
true.
Snapchat. So they do talk on
And FaceTime.
Snapchat and FaceTime. So they do virtual talking.
Well, now, but you said you hadn't seen him since November 2020. So you're saying that you haven't seen him since November 2020 personally?
Yeah, I think that's what she's saying.
But you've seen him online,
Right.
and you've Snapchatted with him. Well, then I would make it a priority to you two meet up. Just make it a priority.
How far distance-wise are you guys?
Yeah.
Because, I get it if people go abroad and, study overseas and all that. I have a feeling that he studies abroad or you study abroad. Oh, like an hour. Okay. So an hour he drives. You don't drive? She doesn't drive.
So where do you live? Where do you live? Just the country. You're in New York. Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of taxis, but
well, there's also
in Queens. You know what? My best friend, who passed away just a few years ago, lived in Queens. So, holla. Where does he live? Is he?
Hicksville.
Yeah.
Like banjo strings a twanging, kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Hicksville is a town, and it's not what it sounds like. It's not like if it were in Tennessee, it would actually be Hicksville. It's just right outside Long Island, isn't it? Like right there at Long Island. Is that right? It's just a part. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's just a part of Long Island. Like,
okay.
I live in Brentwood, which is a part of Nashville. It's just a suburb of Nashville.
Uh-huh.
So, well, hello. Is that Yama or Llama 20? And you are a new subscriber and a new liker? Did you like the stream? Just wondered, did you like the stream? Well, a new subscriber, I guess that means a one card pull and it's my turn. Unless you want to do this with you. No, it's not. It's your turn, isn't it?
No, I just did it.
Oh. Well,
Sheila, hello. How's it going?
Sheila, thank God. There are people coming in. Oh, thank you, Jazz Wonder. Okay. What's your question for the new subscription one card pull mini reading? Llama 20. Sheila, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Llama 20, can you give me your question? Or at least let me know you're still here. Well, I'm thinking that they came and went.
Might have. Or they had to run to the bathroom because they ate some gas station sushi.
It was time to shit.
That's right.
Well, fuck, we've been busy.
Hmm?
I said, fuck, we've been busy.
Yes, we have.
And I don't regret a thing.
I don't know. I could have used a few more naps.
Oh, could you? Because you made cider all day and
Oh my gosh.
played with fruit all day.
Uh,
I want that shirt your son has.
oh yeah.
I wish I was small enough and I'd steal it from him. I haven't ever seen one like that either.
Yeah.
It's got the greatest characters on it.
Right.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I guess I can quit shuffling these cards. You know, you got to laugh about it. Or I do, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not... We may have done better on your channel than with my puny.
Nah. Whatever. We're still having fun.
Oh, this is why I needed a thumbnail.
What now?
I figured out why I needed a thumbnail.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Really badly. That's kind of funny because I've got the same amount of subscribers that I had 30 minutes ago. Oh, sure. Okay. Sheila wants to pull a card for them for the rest of the weekend. I think we can do that for Sheila, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Okay, here we go. That means I'm up.
okay, so just pull your cards and we can ask questions to get it started.
Well, that's a good card to have, really.
Yeah? So are you going around the world or not for me, but just run? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I will pull a Urban Crow Oracle
Oh, there you go.
made by the same people that make. Okay, so what's the question do you think we've got here, Midnight?
The question?
Yeah, let's get a question in our head that this card is going with.
Oh, I would think, this would be the way the weekend's going to shape up. And,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would think that, it would be overall pretty good.
Well, it sure looks like it. Let's see what the crows have to say. Well, either you are going to go scavenge. What is it called? Scavenger hunting? Scavenge hunting? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Or you're going to be looking for some food over the weekend. No, I think you're going to have a good time. I think that you're going to be maybe actually shopping at like
Save a
antique
lot.
stores. At what?
Save a lot.
Yeah. No, like antique shops. Now, give me some fun here, and let's talk about antique shops.
Oh,
Because they've got such cool things. I mean, my charms. See, people are missing out so much because they don't get charms thrown for them. So we're going to talk about the weekend with charms.
Ooh, nice.
How's that?
And if you don't like it, Stacy will throw charms at you.
There you go. Is somebody getting married? Wow. That made that world card look all the more different.
It did.
Yes. Blessings are going to flow. The key to your heart. A party. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Love. A rose. It's a party. And let's see what this says. You are always in my heart. So, yeah, I think that this person is getting engaged.
Ooh.
For the weekend. I mean, that's what's going to happen over their weekend. They just don't realize it because they weren't here to hear the message. So, and they're going to have to watch this and find out before the weekend starts.
That's right. That'll learn you.
That will learn you. Why, hell yes. You have some charms, but you haven't read with them. What? They just like really finish out a reading, Sheila. They really do. I mean, I've had such favor with mine. Love them. So you have to try. I do my, when I do personal readings. Um, I always use charms, oracles, and tarot, and they just complement the reading.
Nice.
They're quite charming. I know that was bad, wasn't it?
Wah, wah, wah. Well, I could do this, and I've got some Lenormand that I could throw some Lenormand here. I have, this is a German deck. This is the Blue Owl. And these Lenormand cards are super tiny.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, they're pretty small. They're about.
Damn, this hand's really hard big.
Yeah, they're maybe. Yeah, I'm part Yeti.
No lie. They really messed with my head for a minute. Was thinking, God, he's growing. He's like a monster.
It's the apple cider.
Too much fruit.
That's right. Mom always said it'd make you grow big and strong, but holy shit. Okay, so okay, well, a little whippage here. Whippage and the stars. And the rider. We have the mice. We have a little bit of luck with the clover, and then we have the sky. So the whip is kind of like a punishing type of action. It's like repetitive. It's over and over and over and over again. And if that's the direction,
I like whips. Now wait a minute.
not that kind of whip, not like a buggy whip. So,
well, a buggy whip was not exactly what I was going for. But go ahead.
But if we keep going this direction with the star, and we don't follow our intuition, we just keep going the same way in hopes that this situation will change. We're not headed in the right direction. This is kind of moving further away from our goal. Certainly, with the writer, he's here with some news, right? And we're not going to be hearing the news that we want to hear if we keep on doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
Yeah.
So that's really key there. And then underneath the whip, we have the mice. And the mice is kind of like maybe a little anxiety creeping in because things are not changing the way we want them to. We keep hoping for, some sign of good luck with the clover, but in the end, it's just not showing up. So what this reading is saying really is, okay, if we want change to happen, we have to, first of all, we have to figure out which direction we're headed and how we want to get there. We can't do this blindly. We can't just hope for the best and shoot for the stars. it's something that has to be a little bit premeditated, a little bit of forethought, a little bit of pre-planning in this situation. So, if you want that good news to flow in, if you want that luck to come your way, you kind of have to cut out all of the negativity, all the naysayers, all the, maybe it's negative self-talk, and maybe that's what's holding you up. It's certainly a barrier in between the news that you want to hear and your luck. And certainly with the sky, maybe this is harvesting, and you're wanting to harvest what you have in your fields. So this is for a better future. This is something that you can really do something with. So you have to change your actions in order to change your future. And I think this is pretty loud and clear that if we keep on doing the same old stuff, we're not going to affect the kind of change in our life we really want. We're not going to get the kind of good news we want. We're not going to get the kind of luck we want. And we're certainly not going to reap the rewards we want.
Right.
So create change by creating the change.
That's great. That was really great. I'm just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could pull another oracle and see what it has to say for us.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I want to pull? Oh, I know. The Halloween Oracle.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm wanting to see what that how that deck rolls.
What do you have to say to us today? What do you have to say to us today? What is the message you have to share with the collective today? All of us. Is there a
Only
special
good messages. Only good messages this time.
Yeah. You know those private comments? No, it's the, yeah. Okay.
Oh, the private chat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, this is a great one. It's the Werewolf. Look at that card. It's awesome. Wrong way. The Werewolf. He says exploring wildness.
Ooh.
Get your groove on, man.
We were just talking about that the other day, about the werewolf and the aspect of the self, that chaotic side of the person that needs to be explored.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall that conversation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's I think the moon card, the moon card really sums up the self very well.
Yeah.
most people are just trying to navigate their way through the darkness, and they're really not. I mean, very few things are really certain in life anyway. So most of the things that we do, we're just hoping for the best. We're kind of, there's a bit of a leap of faith there. So in the darkness, when you're walking in the dark on a mysterious, pathway, as you can see in the moon card,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're kind of hoping for the best. You know what I mean? You're walking towards what little light you have. But the self can be kind of summed up in this picture. You have a domesticated animal, and then you have a wild beast.
Mm-hmm.
You have a dog, and you have a wolf. And within every civilized person, I think there's some aspect of chaos that is behind that and is kind of underneath all of that. And in fact, people are deep creatures. They can be extremely deep, like this pool here. And just like this crab or this lobster or whatever is living in the moon card's pool, this creature really depends on light. And so maybe this is the aspect of your intuition.
Mm-hmm.
And so this can be quite deep, and it relies on the light in your life, the light you receive, the light you give off, so on and so forth. It's connected to that aspect of the human person. But back to the wolves, you see let's say this is the wolf. He looks a little crazy. He's got the red on his tongue. So,
Right.
so this aspect of the self, most people try to push this into the darkness. And
Sure.
when you do that, like Carl Jung would say, it just becomes like a shadow self, and it actually becomes stronger and is able to come out, and where me, and become, even more chaotic and even more disruptive. And so, there's people who in neo-pagan cults tried to explore that aspect of their chaotic side in order to better understand it, so it can be kept in balance with, their other parts of their self,
Mm-hmm.
So I think the moon card is such a great card for summing up the human person in all its depth.
Agreed.
So anyway, we were talking about that the other day.
Yes, and I had a moon card that I came upon. The moon is usually, if there's a face in the moon,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually stern.
Mm-hmm.
This one, the moon was smiling.
Mm-hmm.
I
This
thought
one
that
is-
was so. Is it?
Yeah, this one's a little bit. I mean, he doesn't look angry or smug. He looks like he's smiling a little bit. He looks sassified. Oops. Anywho, is Sheila still here?
I don't know.
We've still got 4 people in the chat, but nobody's saying
I
anything.
saw that, and I know one of the people in the chat, but personally, I don't know if any of the. I don't know.
They were listening to me ramble, and so they all fell asleep.
Nah.
Well, I think
Yeah,
they are asleep.
that's what I'm just wondering if they, accidentally left there.
Oh, they might have. They might
Oh
have.
well. I'm just like bad luck for you, I think.
Oh, I don't think so. When I first did my first live on my channel, I'm not even sure I had. Shoot, I might have had 3 people pop in all together, and it was a ghost town, and it's just part of it. It's part of doing that first live on your channel. So, it's just part of it. As you do more lives, people get kind of used to, oh, hey, she's doing lives on a regular basis, and they'll go looking for it.
Yeah, because I haven't done them. I wasn't really sure about anything, and now I've kind of got. Thank you to you today, all day, listening to me cry. Um, I've got an idea of how this works, and I wouldn't mind doing a live reading on a you know every Friday night maybe. I don't know. I'm going to think about what day I have that's good and just do live readings and you know for me the only thing that I just won't do is um I don't know, you may correct me and I would be fine with that. Is I don't think I would do free readings because I make money all week long and don't make as much as I really should be on personal readings. But I don't know. Maybe I would do free readings. Maybe once a week I would do a free reading and once a week I'd do donations.
Yeah, that's about the frequency that I do them on mine. Any more becomes a little bit cumbersome because, I'll be dropping, 50 some odd questions on a free reading night, and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
belting them out there as fast as I can, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just completely zapped by the time I'm done. Um, you know, the donation nights, it's nice to have a little bit of cash flow coming in because it certainly helps, because I pay for the monthly subscription to StreamYard, so I have more stream time.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I pay that off every month, I might break even. So doing like once every week or two donation, it helps with that. But people still come in and they're like, hey, how about a reading? And it's 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 hard to turn them away. So, but we've got Steve in the house here.
Well, hello, Steve. Please,
Yeah.
please, please, please.
You know who that is, right?
No, who is that?
That's Moon.
Ah,
She's in our live
right.
Instagram notification group.
Yeah. By any other name, it's Steve.
Yes, correct. Mr. Blues Clues Steve. You're a manly man. That's right. You wear plaid, don't you?
Blue's Clues was actually my youngest kid's very favorite show. I
Oh,
was
really?
so into it myself. I mean, I sat down and watched it with them every day. Yes, we were big time Blue's Clues. They had their own Blue's Clues chairs.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that played the Blue's Clues when you press the button on the chair.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it said that. Here's a
You're the
lumberjack in the brown and the brawny paper towels.
Oh, boy. It's getting deep in here.
Well, we got some paper towels to clean it up with.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what do you think, Midnight?
Well, we've gone for about an hour. We've done a few readings. That wasn't bad for a first time on your channel. It will. I have no doubt it'll pick up as you continue to do it.
Steve is saying that he'd donate. It feels funny saying that. Okay, that this brawny man will donate for a general. We're using Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, and we'll give you a heck of a general. Just tell me which one you want to use, and I'll type it in. Because when I put this up, I was completely and totally not thinking about that kind of thing, and I messed up. So let's just do this.
Hear my dog.
Is that your dog?
That was my dog.
Holy hell.
Yeah, you know what I was rubbing his ears. I was scratching his ears. And he thinks that's the bee's knees.
That's so sweet.
Don't you, Mr. Duker? Yes, you do.
His name is what?
Duke.
Oh, Duke, yeah. I knew that. You told me that one time.
He's moved. Oh, he's underneath the table. Only the best on our channels.
No kidding. And I've got this thing up over the chat and can't see anything and don't know how to get it down. And
you said it here.
I completely got on the wrong thing there. Let me see if I can get back to. No, not there. No, not there.
She's
right there.
Steve sent it over here, so I'll just.
Oh, okay.
I'll forward it to you.
Nah. Just a general, huh? Okay, who wants to start out?
Well, why don't I do this? Why don't I start out with a oracle card reading?
Okay.
And so I've got the Spirit Animal Oracle. And what's the matter, Duke? You want to snuggle, buddy? Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. the lizard spirit, dream the world into being. And then the white raven spirit, trust in the magic. I don't get this one very often. The white raven doesn't appear very often in readings, but this is about making your dreams come true, making them actually come to fruition. Step by step, you're creating this network. Maybe it's networking through a business or for your business. Maybe it's setting up aspects of your business, things like that, or this vast network of friends. So utilizing these aspects of this network you're weaving to make your dreams come into actual being. And that's what you do. That's what you do with the lizard spirit, is dream the world that you want to create into being. It's not something that's happening to you, it's happening for you. You're actually manifesting the kind of life that you want to lead. And that's so it is with the lizard spirit. The lizard spirit here, you can see this lizard, quite a colorful little devil. And if you look at most lizards, they are quite colorful. And that's because I feel like the lizard spirit is happy being itself. A lizard doesn't have any trouble standing out from the crowd. And just like this colorful lizard, I think you should allow your talents, those gifts that you have, stand out. Let those things shine. Wear your colors proudly, just like this lizard does. The white raven. So it's very rare to see a white raven. In fact, it's very rare to see this white raven card. I've maybe seen it twice out of all the probably hundreds of readings I've done with this deck. I see other cards on a pretty regular basis, but I don't see this one very often. And just like an albino raven, this would be something that's very unusual, but yet it still is here. So that's quite magical, So I think what you're doing, the things that you're trying to manifest in your life, are quite unique. They're quite magical in their own right, and as such, people will be drawn to that, just like you'd be drawn to the sight of seeing a white raven if you ever saw one in life, because it's such a unique thing. You probably couldn't stop staring at it. So I think people will be interested in all of the talents that you have. Maybe it's your personality. Maybe it's your whatever. They're drawn to that part. And that is magic. That's true magic.
Well, let's see what I've got. Well, it looks like a really good day. I've got the Knight of Cups. And in this particular card, I see a lot of wisdom in it, intuitive wisdom in it. So I think that may be what people are really drawn to you about, is your intuition and your ability to use that. You have a heart for people and to be able to help them. And it's showing up for you in your business. I mean, if you can see this, if I can get it in the right spot, if you can see this, there are roses growing up the pentacle. So the Ace of Pentacle, and I see that we are that you are doing well. It may just be, you know, it's the beginning of it, but your intuition is drawing people in to the point that with the Nine of Pentacles, I mean, that says it right there. You're really going to be um, raking it in. I don't think that's just about home or whatever. I mean, she's got some big boobies too, so she's plentiful. I know the Pentacles are awesome, and really the Knight of Cups is awesome. In this particular deck, I think she, I believe, is beautiful, and the horse that she's with is just amazing. Um, so I think your intuition is what is bringing 1,000 subscribers into you and more, and it's 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 going to start paying off. There you go. Now wait a minute. I'm going to do this just because. I'm going to pull some. No, you can't come out. Okay, I guess you will. Wow, they just decided to fall out. This came out first. It's about meditation and wholeness. Let me see if I can get it the right way. About getting things full and vibrant. Um, you're welcome. And I'm wondering if you are I'm just going to stop here. I think that we've got Ray. Have you liked and subscribed? Ray's Reality. Have you liked and subscribed? Because if you'll read the thing, we're going to do a one card pull or a mini reading, is what it is, for somebody who is new and has liked and subscribed. Those are getting a break for a little while. And that really bothered me. So if you have, then we'll be glad to do that. The free list is closed today. Okay. I think it is time to
Steve said he's getting ready to launch soon, so that's pretty exciting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those are pronounced moobs, Steve. Oh my, that's funny.
Well,
shall we do a one card for Ray there real quick before we?
I don't think so. I think Ray is gone and didn't subscribe for sure, and didn't like the stream. So
Just in and out.
that's the important message for Ray: is like the stream and subscribe, and you'll get a message, and it's probably an important one. But as it stands, I think it's time to say good night to everyone.
Sounds like a plan.
And
thanks for making
thank
it,
you
everyone.
so much for being here, Midnight.
Absolutely.
And
good to see
everybody,
Steve.
huh?
Good to see Steve here as well.
Steve, you're the best.
Virtual hug,
right.
Steve.
When you left Blue's Clues, it just wasn't right anymore. But Okay. Well, blessings to you too. Thank you all. And I am going to say good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Midnight.
Good night. All righty.
Bye-bye.